Hi guys, my name is Miss Roberts. I'm the head of social sciences at Haggerston School. This video is going to give you a bit of an insight into sociology at A level, what you might study and why you might study it. So to start off with, what is sociology? So sociology is a social science that studies human societies, the way that human societies interact with each other, and the processes that both preserve those societies and also see change in those societies. So basically, how do humans live? Why do we live the way that we live? And how has that changed over periods of time? As part of it, we focus on different elements within society. So we think about different institutions. So we might talk about the criminal justice system or the education system, for example. We talk about different communities and we look into the populations. So why has the birth rate decreased in this country and the death rate also decreased in this country? What's the impact of immigration on the country and things like that? And then we often look at things through the lens of particular groups. So we think about the ideas of gender and how gender affects people's experiences. We look at race and ethnicity and think about how that affects people's life experiences. And we also talk about the way that things are different for different age groups. So how have things changed in terms of people's childhoods over the last 100 years? What do we mean by an aging population where we increasingly have more old people living for longer and things like that? So in terms of how the course works, the course is broken down into 3 papers. So by the end of the course, you will sit 3 exams. What you will see here is that in paper 1, you study, the main topic is the study of education. And then you also have something called methods in context, which is basically where you think about sociological approaches to things and how you can apply that to the study of education. You'll also see that on paper 1 and also on paper 3, there's something called theories and methods. And this is where we look at the nuts and bolts of sociology. What are the main ideas? So things like feminism, functionalism, Marxism, things like that. In paper 2, you will study both families and also the media. And in paper 3, you will focus on crime and deviance. So you get quite a broad range of things that you study. Now, what you'll see, the numbers next to the topics refer to the amount of marks that are in each question. So what you'll see is there's quite a lot of quite large questions there. You've got 10 markers, 20 markers, and 30 markers. And this is because sociology is an essay-based subject. And so a lot of your work will be based around long form writing. So if you're somebody that has enjoyed a humanities subject at GCSE, or you really enjoy English, this is a subject worth thinking about. Then the question is, why study sociology at A level? And this can kind of be broken down into a number of different reasons. So first off, sociology helps us understand the world we live in, because we ask big questions about society and why people behave and why societies behave the way that they do. You'll be able to learn and appreciate different perspectives on society. So you might not agree with them, but you'll learn what different schools of thought think. And we study modern and current events. So for example, when we're talking about crime and deviance, we're talking about statistics from this year. So we're thinking about ideas that are really very topical and relevant. You'll be able to develop your essay writing skills and also your critical analysis. And then in terms of thinking to the future, there are loads of things that you can go on and study at university if you have a sociology A level. And in terms of what other subjects you might want to do alongside sociology, it works really well with psychology. A lot of our students study both psychology and sociology, and also history, philosophy, and English. All those essay-based subjects would work really well alongside sociology. So if you want to know the answers or think about some of these questions, sociology is a really interesting subject. So why do people commit crimes? What's the impact of an aging population in the UK? What's the impact of immigration in the UK? Is there a link between ethnicity and crime? And how do we explain that? What impact does somebody's childhood have on their experience in later life? Why is it statistically that girls do better than boys in school? And how much influence does the media have on our lives? And these are just a small example of the different type of big ideas that you'll be studying in sociology at A level. If you have any questions specifically about the course, then please feel free to email me at any time.